the beginning of the 1900s, medical advancements were solving many of the diseases that today are simply far-off memories. But it would take more time and much more money to address an illness that struck down 1 in every 50 young, strong Americans, reaching its peak in 1953. One of those victims being President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was struck down with this mysterious disease in the summer of 1921, leaving his left leg paralyzed. Known today as polio, short for poliomyelitis, this disease has been with mankind as far back as biblical times. Polio causes muscles to fail, in many cases, the muscles that allow the simple act of breathing. In 1910, at the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research in New York, Simon Fexler, MD, showed that germicidal substances were present in the blood of monkeys that had survived polio. Other researchers reported similar results within humans. These substances were neutralizing antibodies to polio. Researchers took this finding to indicate that a vaccine could be used to introduce antibody production to fight the virus. This was great news, and the hunt for a vaccine was underway. But until a vaccine could be found, the medical community was still trying to figure out ways to deal with the patients who had polio. Treatments of all kinds were being tested, including physical therapy in hot and cold baths. But for those whose lung diaphragms had stopped working, something new had to be developed. The term iron lung was first used by Dr. Philip Drinker, Ph.D., at the Boston Children's Hospital in 1929. He had developed a machine that would provide temporary and, in some cases, permanent breathing support. Known as the Drinker respirator, the device was basically a sealed tube-like structure powered by electricity. Decreased pressure forced air into the lungs, while increased pressure drew air out. Basically an awkward but productive device, the Drinker respirator would later be updated by medical machinist John Emerson and relabeled the iron lung. On May 16, 1953, Dr. Jonas Salk felt that he had developed a vaccine that would work. In order to prove how committed he was to his work, he injected himself and family with the vaccine. On April 12, 1955, a press conference was held at the University of Michigan announcing that the vaccine had passed its trials. The U.S. government licensed Salk's vaccine later that same day, paving the way for its widespread distribution and use. With the Salk vaccine proven to work, the use of the iron lung was slowly being phased out. To learn more about the iron lung and polio and actually see the device that saved many poor urine lives throughout the 1940s and 50s, visit the Poor Urine Museum. For Moment in History's Museum Mysteries, I'm Chris Troy, reminding you that history lives in all of us.